First, I head over to skyvector.com and look for airports in the area I want to fly to. This is such a handy tool. You can use the rubber band feature to kind of plan your waypoints. You can switch to a IFR charts. So very, very handy. And once you've decided which airport you want to go to, you can click on that particular airport to get more information. If I'm flying into the US, I love using aopa.org/airports. In the advanced feature, you can put in the zip code and get a list of airports, and you can select these two airports you're going to: has fuel, has tower. That's sort of the things I look for. Once I bring up my search, I click through to it and read the reviews, and also read what sort of FPOs are at the field. The other thing I do is I, of course, look at the weather maps days before my flight, so I get a big picture view of what the weather is like. I like using the US charts, especially if I'm flying to the US or even if I'm flying within the country, because this gives you kind of a big picture view of what the graphical forecast areas look like, to give an idea of all the fronts to kind of expect. So I also, of course, check NOTAMs to see what to expect to the airport that I'm flying to and any of my alternate airports. And I get the tabs and meters as well for airports along the route and airports in the area. And actually, this is a good product to use. You can hover over these other airports in the area to look at what sort of weather is around, as it'll also give you any tabs if the airport has the terminal area forecast information. What I then do is head over to flightplan.com and put in my the departure, destination, airport, and any waypoints. In this case, it's direct, to get my ground speed, estimated ground speed, as well as the estimated time en route for the altitude and for with winds taken into consideration. So it's extremely accurate in using a tool like this. It also, what I really like about this is that it also gives me the elevation and all the frequencies, the tower, the ground, ADAS, and the weather frequencies for both your destination airport, departure airport, as well as your destination airport. So it comes in extremely handy. So I always make sure that I have this printed, with me in my kneeboard. And before I depart, I also make sure that I get a briefing on the phone with the weather service specialist, because they look at this weather every single day, and I want to make sure that what I'm seeing and interpreting in all of these charts with the meters and other things is as advertised, as well as to see if they see something that I don't see. So I always make sure that I get a weather briefing before departure. The airport that we're going to fly into today and fly out of today is a non-towered airport. So we have to call on the phone with flight service to get our IFR clearance. So that's what we'll do. And yeah, we'll be on our way.
Coast direct, climb to and maintain 6,000, squawk 5.